You guys wanted a video on Al Nassr, so here's a video on Al Nassr. Today, Al Nassr with Ronaldo play a little game. In today's video, Al Nassr travels to all 18 first division leagues around Europe and FIFA to see how many they could win. Now, we're not going to add or remove players like we did with Luton Town, but we will use the point system. 0 points for relegation, 1 point if Al Nassr stay up, and 3 points if they win the league. We all know Al Nassr has been piling up signings since grabbing Ronaldo. They just recently signed Sadio Mane. They still have Talisca. That midfield is absolutely disgusting with Fofana and Brozovic. They even got Alex Telles on that left-hand side. So just by looking at this team, it's no slouch. They can definitely do some damage. First order of business for Al Nassr in their European travels is to go to Austria and play in the Austrian Bundesliga. Yeah, we're gonna start in Austria this time instead of all the way in the back at Turkey. Al Nassr is gonna finish in Turkey. Okay, Al Nassr is off to an absolute fire start. They finished undefeated in the regular season in the Bundesliga. 18 wins, 4 draws, 58 points, miles ahead of RB Salzburg. Now, this is the regular season. What about the playoffs? Al Nassr. Al Nassr get their first trophy and 3 points. That is incredible. From Austria to Belgium, Al Nassr is now playing in the Belgian Pro League. Can Al Nassr win another trophy and get another 3 points here? So in Belgium in the regular season, Al Nassr actually finished in second behind Club Brugge. 22-6-6 on 72 points. 3 points behind Club Brugge, who ultimately finished first. Now, what about the playoffs? It was Club Brugge. It was not Al Nassr with Ronaldo and Mane. Club Brugge win in the Belgian Pro League, but Al Nassr, they didn't get relegated, so that is another point. They're up to 4 points now. From Belgium to Denmark, Al Nassr goes to play in the Danish Superliga, and I think they're gonna win here. The regular season in Denmark has come to an end, and Al Nassr is on top. 17-3-2, they finished on 54 points. Now, what about the playoffs? The championship round, it is Al Nassr. They win in Denmark. That's another 3 points for Al Nassr. They're up to 7 points now, and they're kind of on a roll. Now, I wonder how they're gonna do in more challenging leagues. Speaking of challenging leagues, Al Nassr has to travel to England in League number 4 to play in the Premier League against all the Premier League giants. I don't know how they're gonna do here. I really don't. Can they stay up? Al Nassr finished 9th in the Premier League, lads. 9th, 69-13 on 57 points. A respectable performance. They stay up. They stayed up in the Premier League. That is another point. They're up to 8 points now. From one challenging league to another, Al Nassr travels to play in France against PSG and Monaco and Marseille and Lyon and Lille and a lot of teams. A lot of good teams in France. I wonder how Al Nassr with Mane is going to do there. Well, Al Nassr didn't win in France. I mean, we expected that. PSG won in France. But nonetheless, a very respectable performance again for Al Nassr. They finished in 5th on 71 points. They avoided relegation. That is another point for Al Nassr. They're up to 9 points now. From France to Germany, another big challenge for Al Nassr and Ronaldo and Mane. They have to go and play in the Bundesliga. Mane returns to the Bundesliga to play against his former club, Bayern Munich. Lads, Al Nassr keeps on impressing. They didn't win the Bundesliga, but they finished 4th in the Bundesliga. Let's be honest. We didn't expect them to win the Bundesliga. We expected Bayern Munich to win the Bundesliga. But 4th place is very, very impressive. Only behind Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, and Leipzig. 17, 9, and 8 on 60 points. So although they didn't win, they didn't get relegated, so they still earn a point. They're up to 10 points now, into the double digits with points. Now, remember, Luton Town, if you watched my previous video, they finished on 23 points total. Al Nassr was already at 10. From Germany to Italy, Al Nassr is going to play against some Italian big boys, and Ronaldo is going to play against his former club in Juventus. I wonder how Al Nassr does in Italy. I will assume that they probably won't win, but I think they stay up. I mean, what can we say about Al Nassr? They're the kings of avoiding relegation. They finished in 6th in Italy. It was Juventus, Ronaldo's former club, that won the league. Al Nassr had a good season though. 19, 9, and 10 on 66 points. That is another point for Al Nassr. They just keep piling up points. So Al Nassr keeps on avoiding relegation everywhere they play, basically, and now they're playing in Netherlands. I wonder how they could do here. I think they could win here. I honestly do. They're playing against Ajax and PSV and Feyenoord, but they got Ronaldo and Mane, and the midfield is crazy. I mean, I think they could win and get 3 points in Netherlands. So Al Nassr did well in Netherlands, but they didn't win. So my prediction was completely off. I was way off. It was Ajax that won the league, and Al Nassr finished in 5th on 69 points. Quite a ways from Ajax, actually. A whole 14 points behind them. But that is again another league where Al Nassr avoids relegation and secure another point. They're up to 12 points now. From Netherlands to Norway, that is the next stop for Al Nassr on their European journey. They're going to play in Norway, and I think they're going to dominate in Norway. Just like I predicted, Al Nassr wins in Norway, but not by a lot. Rosenborg was only 2 points behind Al Nassr, and Molde was only 4 points behind Al Nassr. Al Nassr went 21, 6, and 3 and scored 68 goals, though. That is a lot of goals. Another trophy for Al Nassr, another 3 points for Al Nassr, bringing him up to 15 points total. Al Nassr is going from Norway to Poland to play in the Polish Ekstraklasa, where hopes and dreams get broken, like we always say. Poland. I wonder how Ronaldo and Mane will do in Poland. I'm not very confident for Al Nassr in Poland. I'm never confident for any team in Poland. But the Polish curse did not work on Al Nassr. They went into Poland and carried themselves to a victory. Honestly, they absolutely annihilated the Polish Ekstraklasa. 30 wins out of 34 matches. Only 1 draw and 3 losses on 91 points. I mean, what a performance. I did not expect this from anyone in Poland, especially Al Nassr. Another trophy for Ronaldo and the boys. Another 3 points for Ronaldo and the boys. 18 points now. From Poland to Portugal, Al Nassr is traveling to play against Benfica and Sporting and Porto. How are they going to do in Portugal? They were close in Portugal. They finished second, but ultimately it was Porto that won. Al Nassr had a really good season though. 22-8-4. They scored 70 goals, finished on 74 points. But Porto won 28 out of 34 matches, drew 3 and lost 3 and finished on 87 points. But again, another league where Al Nassr avoids relegation. Another point, 19 points. Al Nassr now travels to the Republic of Ireland. This league, no one has ever lost in, guys. Not a single team has lost in the Republic of Ireland. I wonder if Al Nassr can be the first one. Maybe? Probably not, but maybe? It almost happened. It almost happened, but Al Nassr still won. They finished 2 points ahead of Shamrock. Only 2 points. It almost happened. A team almost didn't win in Ireland, but almost doesn't count. So Al Nassr, that's another 3 points for Al Nassr. So Al Nassr is sitting on 22 points as they travel from the Republic of Ireland to Romania, and they only need 1 more point to tie Luton Town, who finished with 23 points. Can they do this in Romania? I would assume they will at least avoid relegation, if not win the whole thing. During the regular season in the Romanian Superliga, Al Nassr finished in first. They only lost 1 match in the entire regular season on 73 points. And what about the championship round? It was Al Nassr. Al Nassr wins another league, and now they're up to 25 points, officially taking over first place Luton Town. From playing in Romania to playing in the Scottish Premiership against the old firm. Yeah, against Celtic and Rangers. Can Al Nassr win in Scotland? I think it's going to be a little tougher for them. The first stage, the regular season in the Scottish Premiership, it was Celtic first, Rangers second, Al Nassr in third. They did not come first in the Scottish Premiership in the regular season. And what about the second stage in the playoffs, the championship round? It wasn't Al Nassr. It was the old firm. 1-2. Celtic first, Rangers second, Al Nassr third, and Hearts got a soft spot for Hearts. They finished a respectable fourth. Al Nassr didn't win, but they again avoid relegation. That is another point. And now for another big one, lads. Al Nassr is traveling to Spain to play in La Liga. Ronaldo returns to play in La Liga against Barcelona and his former club, Real Madrid. How is Al Nassr gonna do in La Liga? Even with Mane, even with that midfield with Brozovic and Fofana, I am not sure, because there's a lot of good teams in La Liga. Al Nassr just refuses to get relegated, guys. They just refuse to get relegated. They finished in 6th in La Liga, 18, 9, and 11 on 63 points. And although they finished 30 points behind Real Madrid won 28 matches, drew 9, and only lost 1. 93 points. I mean, Al Nassr still very, very impressive. Very impressive. Ahead of Getafe, ahead of Villarreal, ahead of Real Betis and Real Sociedad. Valencia in 16th. Oh my God, Valencia. What happened? Either way, another point for Al Nassr. They just keep collecting points. Al Nassr earned its 27th point playing in Spain in La Liga, and now they got to travel to Sweden. How are they going to do in Sweden? Well, it's a chance to get 3 points here and get up to 30 points, and I think they're going to do that. Another 3 points for Al Nassr in Sweden puts them up to 30 points, just like I predicted. They dominated in Sweden, 22-5-3, scoring 67 goals, finished on 71 points. Not even close. No competition for Ronaldo and the boys. 2 leagues left for Al Nassr. The next one on the list is Switzerland. Al Nassr is going to be playing against Basel and Grasshopper. How are they going to do in Switzerland? I think they're probably going to win it, although I think Basel is going to give them a hard time. Ooh, apparently no one gave a hard time to Al Nassr in Switzerland. I thought Basel would. They didn't. Al Nassr finished 20 points ahead of Basel. Sorry, 12 points ahead of FC Sion. I know sometimes my math isn't very, very good. Either way, 3 points for Al Nassr in Switzerland. 33 points total now. Last stop on the list on Al Nassr's European tour, and that is going from Switzerland to play in Turkey, the Turkish Superliga against Besiktas and Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. By the way, Galatasaray, what incredible signings they they made this offseason. Unbelievable. They might be like really, really good this year. Seriously. They might do some damage. But is Al Nassr gonna do damage in Turkey? Let's find out. And it was Galatasaray in Turkey that were crowned champions. It was not Al Nassr. Although Al Nassr finished second. They had a really, really good season. They only lost 3 matches just like Galatasaray. But Galatasaray won 1 more match than Al Nassr did. That's another point for Al Nassr though, bringing them to a final total of 34 points. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think the next couple of videos might be with Lech Poznan, maybe Galatasaray, and obviously some Ultimate Team. I'm really excited to play some Ultimate Team. We might also stream it here, right here on YouTube. So thanks again. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay happy and stay healthy, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video. All right? Peace, 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 peace.